Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Gabriel Night 3. Last time we met a few more of the tour members. They're all looking for a certain treasure on it here in Chateau, Rende le Chateau, something like that. And yeah, and we're thinking that perhaps has something to do with the Holy Grail. And we're still looking for suspects as to who kidnapped that baby. So, let's check it out. We need to actually go talk to Mosley, I believe. What's going on here?
There you are, ladies. I greatly appreciate your understanding.
I'm sure you'll be able to repay us somehow, Mr. Baza, when the time comes. Move along now, Estelle. I really must rest.
Thank you, Mr. Bowser.
Oh, thank you, Miss Styles.
That's weird. Why are they changing rooms? That is something we will perhaps have to look into. Alright, anyway. Actually, I don't think we actually need to see Mosley just yet, but we did want to come up here and see that. That was sort of an event trigger. But I actually do want to go outside and look around some more in the town. This being a big hub for these treasure hunters, I'm sure more people around town will have info on what this treasure might be and why people seek it. Okay, you can go a little faster than that. Okay, bye, Gabriel. Okay, there we go. Where did I want to go? Oh, I think I see it right here.
It says, keep out, more or less.
Oh yeah, private property.
Villa Bethania, personal residence constructed by Saunier.
Oh,
He's the one who got rich and started the rumors about a treasure.
well, this actually isn't where I wanted to go. Let's see, what does that say? The tour. That's the hotel again. Where? Alright, Rennes le Chateau. I need to remember that. Let's see, where is the thing I am looking for?
That's the way out of town. I wouldn't get far on foot.
Okay, maybe I do have to go back that other way. Sorry. I am lost. It's a small town, so you wouldn't think. Oh, here it is. It was over here. I thought this was the way out of town, that's why I skipped it at first. Because this is a church, I believe. Or maybe not, maybe it's a lighthouse. This is still not where I want to be. Okay. I'll be right back when I find this place. Okay, this took me longer than I'd like to admit. Okay, we're in front of the hotel. We walk... Wait, no, this way, to the right. I believe. You see how it kind of splits over to the left and right? That's why it was taking me so long. I was just walking around in circles and not going this way. And there it is. Jeez, I was like confused. I was like, I know what's around here. Hasn't been that long. Okay.
chi è colpevole di questo sacrilegio?
May I be of service, monsieur?
Par ce signe tu le vaincras? Could you tell me what is meant by this?
It means, by this sign shall you conquer it.
It. What is it? The proper phrase is par ce signe tu vaincras. By this sign shall you conquer, meaning naturally the sign of the cross.
I am aware that there's been a slight modification, yes.
To what end? What is the it to which the words refer?
Monsieur, the Abbé Saunière designed this statue. What he meant by this, or by any of the decorations in the church, we can only surmise.
I see. If that is your answer, then you cannot be of service to me. Good day.
Monsieur?
Geez, you're a rude fella, aren't you? I'm gonna guess this is another member of the tour group.
And I thought that only American tourists were that rude.
Nope, rudeness is definitely not just belonging to Americans. It's kind of a worldwide thing.
Hi, are you with the tour?
Si, signore. And who are you?
My name's Knight. My friend Mosley is on your tour.
Ah, I am Buchelli. Vittorio Buchelli.
Nice to meet you. How'd you like the tour so far?
I am enjoying it. Yes, thank you.
Did you get in late last night, Signor Buccelli?
Signore. Yes, it was quite late.
Did you drive, or...
I took a train.
Oh, yeah? I came in last night by train. What train were you on?
From Naples.
He kind of hesitated at that answer.
So, what do you think of the church?
It isn't a church. They should make that clear.
It's not a church?
No, this parish was closed years ago. The building is a tourist attraction, nothing more.
It's too bad.
Do you know anything about the Holy Grail being around here?
The Grail is a story, nothing more.
Okay.
Did you, did you come to look for the treasure?
Treasure? Signori, please.
Oh, you don't think there is a treasure?
I would be very surprised.
Then how come you took the tour?
Well, the history of the area and the fable of the treasure, these interest one, no?
No, not really.
Then why are you here?
Oh, yeah, the history, sure.
Alright, and that's all we have to say to him. But we also have this fellow right here.
He looks like a math teacher I had once, which explains why I never liked math.
Hey, how are ya? The name's Knight.
Good afternoon, Mr. Knight.
Are you the priest here, or...
People call me the Abbé, yes. The name's Arnaud. Abbé Arnaud.
No. Alright.
This is quite a place. I haven't seen many churches this, colorful.
I assure you, it is unique. Saint Mary Magdalene's is quite ancient, but Abbé Saunière restored it in the 1890s. It is his spirit you see around you.
Ah, nice. You don't see churches dedicated to Mary Magdalene very often.
Ah, but the Magdalene cult was quite strong in the old days, particularly in this part of the world.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
The Magdalene journeyed to the south of France after the death of Jesus. She lived here for many years. In fact, you can visit her remains at a church near Marseille.
Huh, I had no idea. The Holy Grail has been linked to this area, is that right?
The connection is nearly as old as the Grail legend itself. What have you read on the subject?
Not much. Arthurian legends aren't really my thing. But it's supposed to be a cup, that contained the blood of Christ, isn't it?
A vessel that contains the blood of Christ, yes.
And it's weird that he made that distinction.
Do you think the Holy Grail is behind the treasure of Rennes-le-Château?
It is possible.
Okay.
Do you know of anyone in this area that has a particular interest in the Grail?
Besides myself? No one that I can think of. Of course, the treasure seekers who visit the valley are often interested in the Grail.
What do you mean by the Magdalene cult?
A cult of devotion. It's still quite strong in this area, despite the best efforts of the Catholic Church. Did you know that most of the famous Black Madonna images were not images of the Virgin Mary at all, but of the Magdalene? The Church wanted to downplay the role of Mary Magdalene, so they called her a prostitute and insisted that all the Black Madonnas were really the Virgin Mary.
Yeah, that's true. For some reason, like, even though it doesn't say anywhere in the scriptures, there's that weird common belief that Mary Magdalene was a prostitute. But yeah, that doesn't seem to actually be the case. But there's a bit more to it.
But the Black Madonnas usually show a mother and child, don't they? If the woman's Mary Magdalene, who's the child?
Excellent question, Mr. Knight.
And one you are not answering.
Do you know much about the Templars?
I know the basic history. There are a few Templars buried in the cemetery, But, yes. I think I'll refer you to a young scholar staying in the house near the Château de Blanchefort. His name is Larry Chester. He says he's working on a Templar book.
Okay, thanks.
And let me know if he's helpful at all, will you?
Sure.
Okay.
Do you think that there's a treasure around here?
Of course there's a treasure, but it will not be found by just anyone. Let those who have ears hear.
Right.
He's pretty vague on some of these questions, but oh well, he's given us some important information.
They got brochures, but they're in French. I don't read French.
Unless if he has any in English.
I don't want to wear out my welcome.
I have to press the question mark while looking
You
at
got any of these in English?
Not at the moment, but I have some on order. If Monsieur would check back tomorrow.
Sure.
Okay. See, now I want to go see Mosley. When you hear the clock ticking, I think some time has passed. So when you hear that, that means you've triggered a time movement, whatever. Yeah, if it looks like I'm just kind of going out of my way to do things in a weird order just because there's some things that you can indeed miss, and therefore you miss some points and some information, and I don't want to do that. I want to get everything I can. So now is the time when we go see Mosley. So we said he was in room 33. There we go. They have a weird way of numbering their rooms. They only have like what? They said like 7 or 8 rooms, yet they go up to at least 33. Okay, he's not going to say anything. Gabriel. Gabriel, where'd you go? Need you here. There you are.
All right, you hairball. What are you really doing here? You didn't know anything about my trip.
I'll tell ya. Don't worry about it. What about you? Since when do you take European tours?
Hey, you don't know everything about me.
Apparently not.
Anyway, I was here first. So what's your excuse?
Fair enough.
Have you heard a baby crying since you've arrived?
A baby? What the hell are you talking about, Knight? I ain't heard no baby.
All right. This is what happened. A couple of weeks ago, Grace and I got this invitation in the mail. I was passed out for a while. I'm not even sure how long. When I got up, we were at the Coeza station. The conductor saw the two men get off. They've got to be around here somewhere.
Wow. This is really interesting.
Well, I'm glad you appreciate it.
So what's all this about? Vampires? Or did I hear something funny?
Nothing funny about it. The night visitors, Prince James calls them, but they take blood. Sounds like vampires to me.
Oh, you don't believe in that crap, do you?
Mose, you have no idea.
Well, the kidnappers are real enough. So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna figure out what's going on, that's what. First of all, there's your tour group.
I think you're swinging at an empty plate there.
Y'all got in last night, didn't you? Maybe one of you was on that train. Or maybe someone in your little group is here for a handoff of the kid. It'd be the perfect cover story.
You're right. It's possible.
Or maybe not. Which is why I gotta go check out the area too, soon as I get some wheels.
So this is a real Schottenjäger case, huh? What's going on with that whole thing? And, what about Grace?
I'll tell you. Don't rush me.
You seem pretty interested in Grace.
Gracie's doing fine since you asked.
A bet. Huh? Huh? Come on. The two of you alone in the Alps.
We're not sleeping together.
What? Did he get chewed off in your last case or what?
Oh, I don't know. We've come close a couple of times, but I get all freaked out or something.
You're starting to worry me, bud.
Look, Gracie's a doll, but she's living with me. If I slept with her and then I changed my mind, what would I do? Throw her out?
Why don't you just marry her, Nat?
Oh, God.
I forgot. You're allergic.
Even if I did want to get married, I'm not sure it would be Gracie. She's like a chair, you know? Say you see this really great chair, and you like the chair, and your mother likes the chair, and everyone says you should buy the chair, but you know that if you take it home, everything else would have to go. You know, like the chair is Louis XIV, and the rest of your place is IKEA.
Well, bud, I hate to say it, but you better start cooking or get out of the kitchen. Because you keep farting around, and somebody might just beat you to it.
A chair. Seriously, you were flirting up a storm with her in the first game. And, from the second game, we can kind of gather that she might be interested in you, so what's stopping you?
Mose, do you know anything about the Holy Grail?
The Holy Grail? No, not really. Why? What do you know about the Holy Grail?
Me? Not much.
Okay, so that's that. Look, I'm not really a fan of the portrayal of Mosley in this game, because it seems so different from the first game, where in the first game he was a bit of a grumpy dude, but he seemed competent, where here, well, you'll just have to keep waiting and seeing.
About this Schottenjäger thing. You know, we had that big case last year.
Yeah, I seen your book, The Brutal Beast. God, what a sick freaking mind you got.
Yeah. Anyway, since then, Grace and Gerda have been getting all organized on me. Gracie even did this computer program called Sydney. It's supposed to help when we're in the field. Of course, I'll never use it, but I can't tell her that.
Uh-huh. And I've noticed you're looking a little toned there, huh? Huh?
Yeah, I've been working out. Grace says I need to be in shape to chase the bad guys. I point to you as an example in the contrary. Then she points out that you never get the bad guys.
Oh, ha. Glad to see you haven't lost your butt-stupid sense of humor. So, did you ever find out how your family got into this whole thing in the first place?
No. The journals go way back to 900 AD, and it looks like it was an old family tradition even then. I don't know. Grace found a few other groups of shadow hunters, and they seem pretty decent. There's a whole ashram in India where they train monks for this kind of thing. Grace has been bugging me about going.
Why don't you?
Shit. I'm not a Lost Horizons kind of guy.
I see what you mean. Well, no point getting all serious about it.
Screw you, mostly.
Mostly. Yeah, Lost Horizon, that's a nice literary reference there. Or he's probably talking about the movie. Well, he is a book buff, so he'd probably be talking about the book.
So, how'd you find out about this tour, anyway?
I read about it in a travel magazine.
A travel magazine? Since when do you read travel magazines?
What? Like you're the only one that can go running off to Europe? I'm pretty cosmopolitan myself, you know.
Cosmos-pollutant is more like it.
Oh, ha ha. Why don't you go write some dialogue, smartass, and get it out of your system?
So, what about the treasure of Rennes-le-Château? You have a theory?
Not really.
Madeline says everybody has a theory.
Oh, that Madeline. Whew. Oh, what a babe, huh?
Yeah.
Ah, come on. Well, I guess that helps attract the tourists.
Wait a minute. You never said what you think about the treasure. Is that why you came? To find the treasure?
I don't know about that. Find out about it, maybe. Sure, it seemed like a lark.
But what do you...
Speaking of Madeline, now, don't you just love that kind of tough girl thing she's got going? Man, ooh.
I wasn't speaking about Madeline. I was talking about the treasure.
Oh, nice area, though, isn't it?
Oh my gosh. I think we're just talking about two different kinds of treasures they're seeking after.
Now, you didn't see the kidnappers in the area last night, did you?
The guys you saw on the train both had long hair pulled back in ponytails, and they had this trunk with air holes. Nope, haven't seen anything like that since I got here.
It's too bad. Well, anyway, that's the extent of our conversation with Mosley. So, what other information can we find on this Holy Grail and why people are seeking it, and does it have any connection at all with the kidnapping of that child? You're just gonna have to find out next time on Let's Play Gabriel Knight 3. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.